Oh hi there, lovely LEGO addicts. Some of you will know that this video is coming because I said it in my Ninjago City Thought video, but I need to talk to you about the sets that are coming soon. I haven't really talked about any of the other sets apart from on the Discord where I've talked about it extensively. So I'm hoping to kind of really quickly ramble out my thoughts. I'm sure there's going to be loads of people making buying guides. I don't think this is like a buying guide, this is just like, alright, hi Pepe. You're being loud. These are just Johanna's random thoughts and I'm hoping that it's going to be like interesting or useful to some of you at least. January 1st and June 1st are just times that like City and Friends in particular are releasing their sets and there's always a lot. But generally it's like kind of like, okay cool, this is the vibe. I'm excited for these things, cool new torsos. This release was, for lack of another word, like overwhelming because there was so much really cool stuff. I think since then I've kind of analysed all of them just for myself and kind of gone, okay, this set I'm going to purchase at some point at a discount probably. This set I'm going to just look at the instructions for and see if I can kind of like borrow elements for a mock maybe. A lot of Friends sets fall under that category. So let's just start with the Ninjago sets because I have things to say about Ninjago sets this time. This doesn't include Ninjago City Markets. I've literally made a whole separate video on that because thoughts, but I just wanted to kind of go through the sets that are coming out for Ninjago themselves because usually I'm not super interested. But actually, the Temple of the Dragon Energy Cores looks really cool. I don't know if I'm going to actually get it for that price, but I think it's a really cool sort of like shape to it that I may be able to kind of use to put somewhere in the background because actually it's really grown on me. When I first saw the images I was like, oh, it looks really sparse, but if you display it front sort of like against a wall, I think it's going to look really nice and I kind of now want it, which is sort of annoying because it's quite expensive. But the colours are just beautiful, the tree is really interesting, there's a cool well build, it's very tall so it looks really exciting next to Ninjago City sets, so kind of I'm talking myself into getting this one. I was kind of shocked by that, so that's why I wanted to really point it out. I was not expecting to want like a full Ninjago set. The rest of the sets, as usual, don't really capture my imagination, sadly. Next up is Friends, because oh my god, this theme, people, what they're doing in this theme is blowing my mind because the colours, the techniques, just how organic and pretty everything looks is right up my street. I do have to put a caveat on that though, that sometimes they use colours that I don't love per se. So just like with a few other sets that I'm working on right now behind the scenes, I'm probably going to take some of these designs and sort of like recolour them and make them my own and then use them as mocks in the city because I don't think I'll buy them in the colour that they come in, but there are so much cool stuff there. I think the first and most important set that I absolutely fell in love with and I think looks amazing is the Botanical Garden set. I've spoken to quite a lot of people now and basically everybody agrees it looks phenomenal. Yes, it's a shame it's open from the back and it probably means that either you have to purchase one and then buy the pieces or purchase two, either way. It's not a cheap set, but it looks so nice, like the dome on it, the tree underneath the dome, the fact that the butterflies just hang in the top. The tree technique is really nice and feels much more mock-like to a lot of Lego trees. I feel like they're really stepping up their plant and tree game. It's just so beautiful. I was blown away when I saw it. Yeah, I cannot wait to either mock it or buy it and then mock it myself after that because I think the colours in this one, unlike loads of the Friends sets, are actually really nice and perfect for any Lego city. It's just perfect. Next up, the set that I actually saw first of all the June 1st releases is the Beach Amusement Park. There is something about this set. I don't think I'm going to purchase it. I don't think I have a pier by the sea where it makes sense, but the techniques in this set are they're just amazing. Look how beautifully crafted those creatures are in that ride. Look at how fantastic that sort of like octopus arcade game is. It's so well crafted. The little drink stand is amazing. I really love it. The only thing that's probably my least favorite bit is like the surfing thing on the side, but I feel like this set does so much. It's so detailed and finished and just I cannot praise it enough. Next up is the Heart Lake City Community Centre. This set was such a big surprise to me. It's also really awesome. I really love they can integrate with the Heart Lake City Community Kitchen. I just really like that they made that theme. splitting that set up into like a few versions makes sense because then it's a little bit more achievable. There's a lot of really cool building techniques. As I said, when Rivendell came out, those white swirly pieces, they are here for a detail for a building. I knew it was going to happen and it looks awesome. I really like the shape of the roof and I definitely want to replicate that on a mock. I think this is the set that I'm probably going to be using to mock myself. Probably my favourite little detail to this set is that tire that's hanging from the tree. It's like, it's such a genius thing. It looks so cute. I'm like, why have I never thought of that to put in my own city? It looks awesome. So I really want to do that for sure. And I also want to find out if it's a print or a sticker on that like graffiti piece because that looks awesome and I really want it. I think it's so colourful and happy. Some of the other sets are like okay, but they don't spark my imagination as much. I think I just really wanted to talk about those few. Then moving on to the city lineup, I have to say I'm not like blown away. I'm not super excited. However, there's a few things that really stood out to me. First of all, this is super easy. The Magpan set with the seals. Oh my god. Look at the baby seal. They look awesome. It's £9. It's perfect. It's so cute. Just like with the otter set, I'm definitely going to get this just because I want the animals. I don't know, I have an obsession with animals. I don't even really have a place for these. Oh my god, they're so adorable. I'm glad we're getting lots of new animal molds in the city lineup or full minifigures in really cheap ways because they're awesome. I really feel like with this line, LEGO has listened to the criticism of the city range and now it comes with building. Granted, they may not be the most finished of buildings, the interior is a little bit sparse, but at least they're building. I think I'm more fond of the Friend stuff because it's sort of like the pretty architecture and this is much more like the modern, sleek lines, but at the same time, I feel like these sets finally have like a good mockability scale to them, especially downtown. Quite expensive, but I definitely think that's something you can really easily integrate into a more modern LEGO city. I don't think it's for me as much because I'm kind of going for a much more like Georgian intricate architecture style, so not necessarily modern so much. I am planning on maybe adding one modern building, but not a lot of like this kind of style. But I am glad that we're seeing this because it's something that's been lacking in the actual city lineup is buildings. So thank you LEGO for listening, I really appreciate it. There's some really cool new minifigure details. I haven't looked at them in too much detail, but I hope that they're going to hit PAB soon because I will purchase them from there. I think the Arctic Explorer sets are really cool. I really like Deep Sea Explorer Submarine for like its side shark build. Like that is awesome. It feels very Finding Nemo. Also the ice cream shop is kind of cute. Again, probably it's something I'm going to purchase just because it's very modern, but as a standalone set, that set just makes me happy. Just looking at it, I'm like, yeah, this is good. And then I have to point this out. The street skate park is great. Straight away I noticed that there's rollerblading, there's BMX, there's skateboarding and scootering, so I'm really glad there's going to be all of those sports included. Obviously my husband is very involved with the scooter sports, so to see all of these disciplines kind of included is really nice because it's a big deal. And yeah, I'm really glad that the skate park is executed to this degree and he may actually purchase it because he said he really likes it. The ski and climbing center is like a fun idea, but I feel like it's pretty pricey for what it is. I definitely think I'm going to be using some ideas from there for some mocks in the future, hopefully. And then on the theme of buildings, Creator 3-in-1 is obviously coming through for those people that really like mocking things. There's Main Street, which is a perfect starter kit for mocks. And then there's the space roller coaster, which again, I think a lot of people are going to really enjoy using to mock. It's a really big deal, like space. I've got many people in the Discord who are very obsessed with it. So I think this is a really fun little thing. I kind of want to make that sort of side build with the baby in it. It's so cute. I kind of just want it as a little like nod to that set somewhere in my city, but I don't know where to put it. And just before I wrap this video up, because there's some other sets but I'm not so interested in them, I do want to shout out one set that I really enjoy that I wasn't expecting, but the Enchanted Treehouse. Quite expensive, yes, I know. It always is. I really like it. For some reason it has that sort of magical feel. It's really cool. And I kind of want to, it has that sort of elves feel to it. If I was younger, I would have definitely loved to have that set. And I'm hoping that some of the elements from that set are going to hit PAB because there's some really nice elements in it. I feel like at this point, I want to just caveat the price point everywhere. We know LEGO is an expensive hobby and it's definitely not been helped by the price hike, for sure. Do with that as you will. I think it's making me more creative, like mocking more and using sort of like bits of sets rather than buying the whole set for a small bit, so it's kind of like more achievable that way. Overall, I've been hugely surprised seeing LEGO step up its game with like trees, listening to its fans, and also just coming out with amazing builds. I definitely won't be buying all of this, absolutely not. I'm definitely going to be picking my way through it, mocking some bits, buying some parts to build some bits, but I'm really excited to see this. I think it has a really good vibe to it, and I'm just excited to see on the shelves and like look at it in more detail. I hope there's something for you in here as well, and let me know what your favourite is. Bring on building joy. See you later, guys. Hello. I'm gonna be so broke. Broke. Oh no. Holy crap, I've had so much caffeine. Oh my god. Yes, this is still the same coffee from the Ninjago video that I did. Cheers.